Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am starting a brand new series, but before we get into that, did you guys notice my new hairstyle? I've got a messy bun, and honestly I haven't perfected the messy bun yet, but I mean it's messy, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But low-key kind of feel like a basic white girl today because I got snow boots on and I got my hair in a bun. All I need is some Starbucks, which, let me be honest, does sound kind of amazing right now. So anyways, back to what I was getting into. I'm starting a brand new series on my channel called She Speaks. This series is just for women. Sorry guys, but if you want to watch this, grab your sister, grab your mom, feel free. Some of these stories might relate to you, might start a conversation with some of the women in your life, so feel free to watch. Also, I have a playlist. It's a college playlist. I don't know if you would be interested in that. I'm gonna leave that up in the cards, and the playlist will be down in the description. I have other videos that might relate to you as well. So anyways, getting back into my series, again, it's called She Speaks. It's by women for women. If you want to be on this series, by the way, if you have a story that you think that might relate to other women, please feel free to email me. My business email is in the description down below. Also, if you have ideas for the series, leave them in the comments below. So anyways, getting into my series, again, it's called She Speaks. I just wanted this series to empower women. There is so many things as women that we struggle with on a daily basis, and sometimes it feels like the world is like against us. So I think that we should all come together as women, as females of this beautiful planet, and I think that we should encourage each other and build each other up. So that is what this series is about. And today the topic is going to be about self-love and body positivity. So I don't know about you, but I know that I struggle with body positivity and self-love, and I think that all of us do, whether we want to admit it or not, whether it's internally or externally. We all struggle with loving ourselves and being comfortable in our own skin, and I just really want to talk about this because I struggle with this, you guys. I struggle with it. So today I'm going to tell you two stories. So the first story is going to be about my growth hormone deficiency. So I'm sure I've told you guys in passing before on my channel that I have growth hormone deficiency. I can't remember, I might have, but I have growth hormone deficiency. If you don't know what that is, it is where my pituitary gland, which is a gland in your brain that produces hormones, is a lot smaller than everyone else's. So my body doesn't produce as much hormones as everyone else's, and hormones is something that helps you grow. So when you don't have enough, you are not growing as fast as everyone else or as much as everyone else, and so that's why I look so young. That's why I'm very short. I'm 4'6" and I'm 29 years old, and if you look at me, you're probably like, no way. I mean, I've had people be like, no, you're not 29 years old. I'm like, yes honey, yes I am. No. But so whenever I was younger, I got bullied for being small. I mean, you guys think I look young now. Imagine whenever I was like a kindergartner, or imagine whenever I was in middle school. I looked 10 times younger. I was always the smallest person in my class. And so I got bullied really hardcore for being small. I even had guys push me around in high school, and people call me names, make up names for me and things like that. And it was really hard for me growing up because I didn't understand why I was smaller than everybody else, or why I wasn't the same as everybody else, and it was something that I struggled with so much. But as I got older and I realized, like, heaven, this is not going away. Like, this is something that you're going to struggle with for the rest of your life, and you can either embrace it, learn to embrace it and learn to love yourself, or you can just live your life miserably and look at yourself in a negative way for the rest of your life, because this is not going away. And so a long time ago, I chose to embrace this part of my life, and that was probably the best thing that I could ever do for myself, because once I learned to love myself and once I learned to embrace that part of my life, things became so much better. People don't, mess with me anymore about my height. Yes, people will make comments that used to bother me whenever I was younger, but don't bother me anymore. I mean, you guys have no idea. I went to the college to register for my classes, and the lady was like, oh, you look like you shouldn't even be here. And before, comments like that would ruin my day. Like straight up, my day would be ruined. And now I'm just like, oh girl, you're crazy, you know, like I don't even care. Like things like that don't faze me anymore, because I'm like, this is me, this is who I am. There's nothing that I can change that, you know. And I love that. I think that once I was able to love myself for that part of myself, people were able to love it too. We joke about it. People think it's cute that I'm so small. They're like, oh girl, it's such a blessing that, you know, you look so young for your age and things like that. And I said, yes, I agree, you know. And so like, it's just something that I learned to embrace. Another example is Molly Burke here on YouTube. I'll leave her link down below, you guys. She is such an inspiration to me. She is blind, and you can tell she loves herself so much. She's so comfortable in her skin, and you can tell that everyone else around her is comfortable as well. So like, if you learn to love yourself for a part of you that, you know, people, like, you don't think people will accept, learn to accept yourself and not care what anybody else thinks, and everybody else they'll get on the bandwagon with you. Like they'll be right there with you, because if other people can tell that you're like a discomfort with yourself, then they will not feel comfortable as well. If you're not open with something, they won't be open as well. And so the next story I'm going to get into is my weight. This is something that I have struggled with ever since I became an adult. When I was younger, I didn't really struggle with it, because I've always had like a little bit of chub. Like I've always had like my parents called it baby fat. I'm like, Mom, it's not baby fat when I'm like 16 years old and I got a little chub going on, okay? It's not baby fat no more. So, but it's something that I struggle with. It's something that I struggle with to this day, and I know that you might look at me and be like, Heaven, you don't look fat, you don't look chubby or whatever. But sometimes, and I think that you guys can relate to this, sometimes we see imperfections in ourselves that other people are like, oh, you were crazy. I don't see that at all. But sometimes we see things that other people can't see. And the difference between my growth hormone deficiency and my weight is my growth hormone deficiency is something that is never going away. My weight is something that I can change. And this is the thing that I wanted to explain, you guys. Whenever I was thinking about this video, I was thinking about the serenity prayer. And I was thinking, I think it's like, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and help me learn to change the things that I can, and give me wisdom to know the difference. And that is so smart, and that's what I think of when I think about self-love and body positivity. So girls, think about something that you're struggling with right now. Like, think about it. I know we all have something, and if you don't, girl, you are the best. I'm so proud of you, because so many women struggle with things in their body or whatever, even if it's not your body, even if it's like something, you know, like your part of your personality or whatever it may be. Think about something that you struggle with right now, currently, that you struggle with, and think about which one is it. Is it something that you can't change, or is it something that you can change? Is it something like, you know, your nose or your ears, like, or you got a forehead or whatever, like whatever. If it's something that you can't change, learn to love it. Learn to embrace it, because it's not gonna go away. And you want to live your life happy. You want to embrace every single part of your body. And love yourself, especially if it's something that you can't change. And this is what I was going to get into with my weight. This is something that, no, I'm not comfortable with. I'm not happy about, you know, my weight, but this is something that I deal with and like I work on. So I try to eat healthy, I try to exercise, and if I don't, then it's my own fault. It's my own fault, because, and I'm not saying that if you're chubby then you need to exercise and you need to work out, because if you love yourself and if you're comfortable, then that is freaking awesome, okay? That is so good, because you should be. You are beautiful, you know? And if you're not content with a part of your body that you can change, whether you're underweight, whether you're overweight, whether whatever. I'm not even gonna, you know, go into it, because that's negative. I don't want to, like, you know, name things off, but whatever it may be, if it's something that you can change, figure out ways to change it. Because we all want to get to a place in our lives where we're completely comfortable with ourselves, and if we're not comfortable, we're working on getting there. You don't want to be stagnant in this negative pool of being like, oh, I hate my body, I don't like my body. You need to love yourself for who you are. You need to love yourself. Yeah, I might be a little bit chubby and I might not be okay with it, but I love the fact that I am working on it. I love the fact that I'm trying to eat better, that I'm trying to work out and, you know, do the right thing for my body so that I can get there. And yeah, I might be chubby, but I'm healthy, and that's all that really matters, you know. And so it might be something that I'm struggling with, but it's something that I'm working on, because there's going to be a part of our lives, there's going to be a time in our life when we're not content, and that means that we need change. So when you're not content with something, even if it's outside of your body, if it's something going on in your life, that means that you need change in your life, and that's okay. That's a good thing, because if we're content, we're comfortable all of our lives, then we're never going to grow, we're never going to change, you know. So there might be a time in your life where you're like, oh, I'm not comfortable with my weight, you know, then work on it, girl, you know. And if that's not something that you want to do, then learn to love it. Learn to love yourself for who you are, because you guys, you are all beautiful. You are all beautiful. God created you beautifully, perfectly in his image, and you're all beautiful. I truly believe that. Send me a picture, whatever, I don't care what you look like, I don't care who you are, you're beautiful. And I just want everyone to love themselves and work on themselves, you know, because we all need to grow, we all need to work on ourselves, and, you know, to change, and, you know, because we're all like just ever changing, you know. I know that there's going to be a time in my life where there's going to be something else that I'm not happy with or comfortable with, but I'm either going to learn to love it, to embrace it, because that's just who I am, that's part of my life, that's part of my personality, just like my growth hormone deficiency, or I'm going to change it. So anyways, I really hope this video helped you guys today. It took me a minute. I wanted to post this video last week, but I really wanted to like work on it and figure out what I wanted to say to you guys, because I wanted to find a way to encourage you. And I really hope that this video did. Give me a thumbs up if it did, and leave it down in the comments. I would love to talk with you guys and chat about whatever you would want to. Feel free to ask questions about anything, or, you know, you can email me. My business email's in the description, and we can talk. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Stay beautiful. Mwah. Bye.